Hey everyone, it's Angel again. Welcome back to my little world here. Welcome back to my channel. For today's video, I'm going to be doing something that I've never done, not just on this channel, but just, I've never drawn this before. I want to learn how to draw a hummingbird. I don't have a lot of experience drawing animals, so this is new for me. And if you saw my last video, I mentioned how happy I was about the fact that hummingbirds, well, just at least one, were finally visiting my hummingbird feeder outside my window. I purposely hung it out there so that I could, look out the window and see them while I did my art, and I had never, I gave up. I thought there weren't any coming, but I just opened the door here one day and the window was open and I saw it and I recorded it. I put it on my Instagram. I was so happy. But yeah, so I would really like to capture the essence of that moment. Not the essence of the bird, because I'm not a realistic, I don't have that realistic, skill in drawing. But I wanted to capture the happiness of the moment and the spontaneity of it. So I've never drawn a hummingbird before or painted one. So I want to teach myself how to do that. And I don't know, I thought I would share that with you. I went to paintmyphoto.com and I screenshotted a couple of images of hummingbirds. I don't know if I'm allowed to use the images on camera, but I screenshotted them so that I could use these images as a guide for me, because there's no way I'm going to be able to draw it by looking at it, since I would have to be there at the right moment. but yeah, so hang out with me while I do this. So I guess when I look at this, I'm thinking of two egg shapes, like an egg shape for the body here, kind of a triangle here, another little egg shape connected with the throat. I'm just trying to break it down. But yeah, so bear with me. I wouldn't call myself the most skilled at drawing, but I just want to, I don't know, so I'm just trying to break it down in shapes for now. I'm using my silly book. I was gonna, actually today what I had planned to do was make I should probably draw that darker, right? So it's showing up on camera, but okay. Yeah. I normally draw light until I know for sure what I'm doing. So I'm thinking, okay. Oop. So the wings are kind of I want to say it's almost a rectangle shape, but they're actually in this reference photo like a blur. And then the little feet. I always find when I'm trying to learn how to draw something new, if I draw it bigger, for some reason, it's easier for me to break down the shapes. But like I said, I when it comes to drawing, I feel like I'm a better painter than I am, you know, like a drawer, a drawer, however we're supposed to say that, drawer, drawing. But the wings on my little reference photo here are more like a blur. And like I said, I'm not really I'm just trying to capture like the essence of the bird, because I want to make a little watercolor painting of it. I knew that I was gonna want to paint it as soon as I saw it, you know, and I don't have a lot of experience painting animals, especially not birds. I mean, I do love paintings of birds. I watch a lot of tutorials, but I've never actually painted one. So okay. So I guess, I mean, it was kind of easy to do it that way, to break it down into like some basic shapes, and then I put this little for the feet. So, okay, so there's one. Drawing number one. Let's see. Can I do it like this? Oh, okay. So drawing number two, well, yeah, so drawing number two, in the second drawing that I got on paintmyphoto.com, it's a little more upright. So I would have to do the body, egg shape, kind of more upright like that. And then the head, her pretty little head. And I can't wait to be able to like paint this with my new paints, because they have you know, they're kind of like metallic. So this one is hovering, so let me, and I feel like I made the body here. I have a tendency, like when I do animals, I have a tendency to make their bellies a little bit bigger. Cause I like a big belly. Who doesn't, you know? I think all animals should have a cute little big belly. So, okay. This paper is really not good for drawing, I think. So, let's do the beak. Hopefully this is showing up. And then I like to draw the eyes bigger. When I am drawing something with eyes, I like to make the eyes a little bit bigger than, you know, what you would naturally see. I just do. So that's the part of the maybe it's just my pencil that is not good. I just grabbed like whatever I had there. So honestly, literally in this picture, it's just like all you see is like a blur, like basically, for wings. And I mean, it kind of makes sense considering like when you do see a hummingbird, it's like, it's kind of like, you know, now you see me, now you don't, which was probably why I was like so excited. Well, no, actually, I know the reason why I was like super happy. It was making me think of my grandpa and the farm, my grandparents' farm in West Virginia. He used to tell us all the time. He was sitting on the porch one day. My grandpa, you know, my grandparents were just wonderful people. I love them so much. But he was telling us that he was sitting on the porch one day and a hummingbird had flew and bumped into the window and was kind of stunned and he picked it up, and my grandpa had big hands. He was, you know, he was one of those men, you know, he was a man. He held the little bird in his hand until she woke up and flew away. So yeah. So I'm just trying to get like I said, just the essence of the bird. And when I look at the feathers kind of look, so I'm using my iPhone. The feathers look kind of, they look almost like they're like, I guess they like overlap like that. You know, I'm really, honestly, like I just don't have a lot of experience with drawing animals. So, I mean, that's how I do this, you know, I mean, that's how I try to do it. Of course, my hummingbird doesn't look all sweet and pretty. My hummingbird looks angry. So, let me see if I can improve the eye a little bit. Hummingbird just looks angry. I'm an angry hummingbird. Very angry because I should have changed the sugar water earlier. But okay, so that I guess is the basic shape. Of the hummingbird. So I'm gonna try one more. And so this new picture that I'm looking at has the hummingbird looking this way. So hopefully I'll be able to capture that. So, and the body is a little bit more, so let's draw this slanted line so that I can kind of help me as a guide, I guess. Okay, so here's what I came up with. Yeah, I mean, it just, for me, it was just easier to break it down into two shapes, which is an egg shape, like a long, elongated, pointy egg shape, or teardrop shape, actually. So teardrop shape, upside down teardrop shape for the body, and then actually almost an upside down tear shape for the head, basically. And then the wings are, I find the wings to be really hard, but yeah, so So that's what I did. I'm gonna try to get a little plan down and do like a little painting, and I'll be back. So this is what I came up with for planning my little watercolor study. I feel like I struggled with this a little bit more than I did with the, you know, like my learning to draw part. Probably because I knew I was going to do like a painting and I wanted it to be, not perfect, but I wanted it to be nice. But then I have to let that go because I'm not trying to make a masterpiece here. I'm trying to learn how to paint this. And so this is my study, you know, not the actual painting itself. And I just have to tell myself that. So I'm just going to try to do this as loose as possible. I don't even know what colors I'm going to be using, whatever colors are here on my palette. And yeah, so I'm going to, and I did my pencil lines a lot darker than I would normally do it because I wanted it to show up on camera, you know. So normally I would draw this a lot lighter. So yeah. done that. I'm really happy about this painting. You know, it's not the very best painting I've ever done, but basically this is just, you know, for me to get used to like painting a hummingbird, because I've never done one before, and I would like to do a really nice one. So this is kind of like my study, so to speak. And yeah, I was almost not brave enough to like spray the wings towards the end, you know, to make them kind of blur out, because I want them to kind of, you know, blur out, since that's kind of what they're supposed to do. Or, you know, for me, that's what I wanted them to be, kind of blurred out and kind of faded out. But yeah. So yeah, to finish this off, probably what I would normally do is to splatter or to make a blurred green background. But since this is just a study and I don't want to make this video like 50 years long, that's what I ended up with. And I'm happy with it. And I'm happy that I was able to use my new, these are Daniel Smith paints, to make it more, I don't know if you can see how like this one, since I think it's called something saguaro green, desert saguaro green, and it kind of it's like a metallic green, and it reflects, it's like a multi sheen kind of reflection, sort of like a burnt sienna and an olive green kind of reflection. And I thought that it was perfect for you know, to get that iridescence of the feathers. So when I do a bigger painting of a hummingbird, I'm probably going to use that. And then I put in the part here, the ruby throat part here, I put this color, which is what's it called? Duo Chrome Adobe. It has like a pinky reflection. I don't know if it's showing up on camera, but it's showing up beautifully in person. So I'm really happy with my little painting, and I hope you guys liked it. I hope you guys like videos like this. I just wanted to show you guys that it's not easy. You know, when people are like, oh, I don't know how to draw and I don't know how to paint. I've never drawn this before. I've never painted this before. And the only way really to learn is to just jump in and do it, and to try to be as fearless, you know, as possible. And, you know, this isn't the most perfect painting in the world. It's not going to go up next to the Mona Lisa, you know, at the Louvre. But I'm happy with it, and I did it for myself, and I like it, and so I hope that you will go out and do the exact same. Do something for yourself, paint something for yourself that makes you happy. Capture a moment.